Hello, basketball fans. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, two teams start fresh for their first game of the season, both squads believing this will be a great year. Tonight, it'll be the Chicago Bulls up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And for Cleveland, they're excited to be back out on the floor for game number 1 of the season, and I don't think anyone has doubts that they want to send a strong message tonight and tip off the new season with a win. And here we are, opening night of the new NBA season. The club at this point can be optimistic.
And small forward, 6 feet 7 inches, number 20, Tony Snell. Starting at the other from the other floor.
Welcome everyone to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We have Doris Burks on the sideline as well. We've got an Eastern Conference battle ready to get rolling, and the Chicago crowd wants some love from their Bulls. Here, matched up against Cleveland, is how they'll kick off the new season. They were dominated last year, not a good matchup for them, going 1-3 in the season series.
Yeah, and they're hoping for a better showing against this club this season. Last year, they came out on the losing end.
And, you know, with two teams in the upper pyramid in the early going, important to establish that pecking order, especially within your conference. So this game is important.
Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving is out there with Iman Shumpert. And it's Mozgov in at the 5, roaming the paint. Derrick Rose has certainly piled up the awards for such a young player, starting with Rookie of the Year, with 111 first-place votes to only 5 for the runner-up. We know about his MVP, and that just shines out so brightly for him.
And how about he and Michael Jordan, the only MVPs in Chicago Bulls history?
Now Irving. The kick out to LeBron. And the 3 ball is good. LeBron's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. For Chicago, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Lets it fly from 18. Bank shot, no good.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
"16 feet away, and Cleveland again with the bucket."
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Rose with the ball. Guarded now by Irving. Rose dishes to Snell. Outside Rose. Lets the 3 fly. He makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries. Here's Irving. Plays it. Up and banks it in. Irving's got his first points of the game.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Good looking screen by Gasol. Snell from outside. Passes to Butler. Releases. No good. And Cleveland the other way now. Shumpert gets a wide open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes. Fortunately, they didn't get burned on that one.
To the inside. And Irving with the basket on the assist by James.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Rose against Irving. Snell kicks to Rose. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And it's Butler missing. Cleveland leading by 4. Here's Irving, rejected by Gasol. Oh, and here comes Rose, all alone.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when the team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Now here's James. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. That's tipped. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Gibson leading the charge. Rose with the ball. He's picked up by Irving. Butler missing again.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter. Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finished hard with 2 hands on the stuff.
Yeah, nothing extravagant, guys, but again, no need on that one. Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Picked him clean. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. And stolen by Love. And here we go. Shumpert running it up the court. That is good. And that's now 9 points for LeBron.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs. Swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, and even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way. And that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title. You know what? You just cannot get much better of a look than that one.
Exactly. I mean, no way you expect him to miss that shot.
And stolen by Butler. Here's Gibson. The shot is off. So Cleveland will take it the other way.
No denying it, injuries were a big part of the storyline in the Cavs postseason. Fortunately, LeBron James was otherworldly after the first round. Took care of the Bulls, then went on to sweep the Hawks to get back to the finals.
Here's Rose, following the basket by LeBron James. Rose, good.
This quarter has brought out the best in him, fellas. Even though they're still trailing, he's been impossible to contain.
Irving attacking, and he uses the glass on the layup. Irving's got 6.
And for the Cavs last season, their toughest test would be in the finals against the Warriors. Like every other team, they just couldn't handle the Warriors for a full series. A great run to the finals, and surely they'll want to return there this season. And there was a question of whether or not Derrick Rose would be able to get back to his former self. At times last season, you could see him back in that MVP form.
Now here's James. He's got 11. Out to Shumpert. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
And with Rose again, he showed flashes last season of his level of play, Clark, before the injury.
Yeah, exactly. And you hate to see any player go down with injuries, especially a talent like Derrick Rose. He still needs to show that he can regain that high level of NBA play for an entire season. I think that's just a matter of time, Kevin.
Gibson in the post. He's going up against Love. Rose gets a wide open look. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense has given him. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
Here's James. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
And stolen by James. And they're moving it up. And a wide open look for Irving. That doesn't go in either for Irving. The shot by Butler, nobody around. And it's Chicago scoring again.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
Irving attacking. Rejected by Gasol. Here's Butler. And Shumpert pulls it down.
That's really too easy a chance to miss, guys. He needs to be more aggressive and focused on his finishes.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
Now, here's Rose. 15 points in the game. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. So many people overlooked Pau Gasol prior to last season, seemed to think that Clark, he was past his prime.
Well, he was a starter in the All-Star game, and a huge reason the Bulls played as well as they did. It was a big season for him. A lot of GMs shaking their head for not going harder after him.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Smith comes in for Kevin Love. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Shumpert. And it's Williams in for Irving.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range. So I'd have to agree with you, partner. You know, and with Pau Gasol, it was weird to think that the Lakers were just so ready to let him go and move on.
Smith. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Here's Rose. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. And that's now 17 points for Derrick Rose.
And with the skill set that Pau has and the year he had, there's no telling how long he can play at a high level. Again, one of those guys that never been reliant on the athletic ability to have an impact.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Gibson. Chicago making some changes. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Tony Snell. And it's Brooks in for Derrick Rose. And it's Smith penetrating. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Smith's got his first points of the night.
The lead changes hands once more. There has been no separation between these two teams.
You know, it's made for one heck of an entertaining game. Even when it hasn't been the best basketball being played, it sure has been fun to watch.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Here's Dellavedova. Misses from short range. Butler kicks to Gibson. The kick outside to Butler. Over to the wing. McDermott, no one around him. And the Bulls, another 3.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
It's Williams with the drive. No one near James as he lets it go. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Chicago leading. Here's Brooks. Gasol's in the post. He's covered by Thompson.
Good. Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
You know, it was a bit of a roller coaster year for Mo Williams. I mean, he had that 50-point breakout game, but then later traded away to the Hornets.
And of course, Mo Williams, Clark, shipped to the Hornets for their playoff push and helped out there.
I thought overall, Kevin, Mo had a really strong year given his age. Probably his most productive season since his early 20s. They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough. And guys, what a strange rookie campaign for Dougie McBuckets. I mean, he entered the draft as a polished sharpshooter. The Bulls traded up in the first round to get him, and he ended up playing 9 minutes a game over the course of last season.
Timeout called, Cleveland. On the topic of Doug McDermott, one of the most decorated college players in recent history, and Clark, he called a lot of his games.
Yeah, enjoyed watching him play, and I still think he has a bright future. Just never found any real rhythm. Averaged only 3 points a game, but he didn't get much playing time, so look for him to bounce back in the years going forward.
Now here's James. 16 points for him. Mirotic grabs the miss.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone, really playing. With a lot of energy here at the start.
And so it's Cleveland with it. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go.
And both teams on fire from the opening tip.
Well, I don't doubt it, Greg. We're going to have an entertaining game of basketball here today. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that's the case.
Nice shot by McDermott.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Let's face it, the defense is a step slow. You've got to take away the airspace.
Now here's Williams. Thompson outside. And Williams, here we go. Stolen by Brooks. 2 on none. No one back to stop this. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
3-pointer, Dellavedova. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got 4 assists in the game. Chicago leading by 6. Brooks with it. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's McDermott. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. Had a chance to hear from LeBron James as he talked about the challenge of remaining calm and collected throughout the ups and downs of the NBA season.
For me, at a younger age, I was never even keel. We would win a playoff game when I was younger. I was excited out of my mind, and then you would lose, and I was the worst person in the world. But I think at this point in my career, I kind of stay even. One game shouldn't affect the next game. You know, you go out and play as hard as you can, live with the results.
Again, just another part of the maturation process for LeBron. He's become such the consummate pro.
Yeah, he really has been. It's amazing to see the pressure he's dealt with and the way he's handled it with that even-keeled nature. You know, he's as solid and steady as they come at this point in his career. Nothing phases him. Nothing rattles him.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And guys, let's get you. Your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Chicago.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And also, they've gotten the three-pointer to fall tonight as well. That's equally as important.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Kyrie Irving is out there with Iman Shumpert. Then it's Thompson, then it's Smith, and it's Love in at the power forward position. Now Shumpert, after Aaron Brooks' three-pointer didn't go. And Mirotic sends it back. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Aaron Brooks, and that's good.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
The Cavaliers trail by 7. Outside jumper. He dishes it to Irving. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Irving's got 10.
Well executed possession. They controlled the shot. Nicely done.
Butler passes to Mirotic for 3. And it's Kyrie Irving with the rebound.
Guys, the Bulls defense was as stout as ever last season. A big part of that is they have guys that challenge you inside and at the rim. Even off the bench, all of their bigs are mobile and protect the basket.
Here's Brooks following the basket by Kyrie Irving. The offensive rebound. And it's Smith penetrating. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. The baseline J. They shoot again. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Pau Gasol is checked in for Chicago. Rose comes in for Aaron Brooks. Mozgov, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. From deep, Rose. That drops. Rose has got 20 points.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
And the foul on Derrick Rose. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Here's Shumpert. Plays it up and banks it in. Shumpert's got his third basket of the night.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here. They are wreaking havoc on them with the three-point shot here.
The defense has no answer right now. Even when they've gotten a hand up, it has not seemed to matter.
Now here's Irving. 12 points for him. They get the rebound.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the foul against Cleveland.
Really impressed with the way Jimmy Butler last season made big strides in his game, going from a supporting role player to someone you can build your team around.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And Jimmy Butler had the career highs across the board last season. Won the Most Improved Player of the Year award. Really picking up his production in his 4th season.
You know, we had seen the flashes of potential in Butler before. Last season, he sustained great play and really took everything to the next level.
Now here's Shumpert. He's got 6, and Butler sends it back. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. Screen by Smith. 6 to shoot. And on the way from Irving for 3. Can't get it to go. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. It's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the Nets to look forward to. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that. I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Rose with the ball. He's picked up by Irving. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. And it's a 10-point Chicago lead.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
Just not happy with how his team is playing, and they just have been on the wrong side of this run.
Yeah, and you know what, Greg? Sometimes just a pause in the action, which is what a timeout can give you, is enough to change things around.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Portis. Shot's good.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Now here's Gasol. Plays it up and banks it in. Gasol's got the lead up to 10 now for the Bulls.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Picked by Mozgov. Shumpert to screen on Rose. Irving drives in. This one for three. Rebounded by Rose. Rose has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
And the foul on Derrick Rose. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And one record that is going to be very hard for any player to ever match is the Iron Man streak. That record's held by AC Green as he played in 1,192 consecutive games. That kind of durability is going to be hard to match in the modern NBA.
They grab their own miss. Double team on Rose. Here's Gasol. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Gasol's got 8 points.
And immediately looking for the open man when the double team comes to him.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Kyrie Irving may be the best ball handler in the league. There are a lot of guys with a good handle. He is definitely in the top 5. If not, he's got to be in the conversation.
And arguably the most talented player at his position. I mean, he can get wherever he wants to on the court. He's athletic, an unbelievable finisher as well. I think that's something that oftentimes gets underrated. Maybe the best finisher in the game.
Agreed. And here's the break. Here's Smith, and he lays it straight in. He's got 8.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Outside Rose. Butler on the wing. Out to the wing. McDermott, the open look. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight.
And, you know, Kyrie Irving, really ambidextrous as a ball handler because you can't play him to one side, and he's ambidextrous as a finisher, too. He's so creative and crafty. Terrific at the rim with both hands.
Well, if you're going to give them layups, there's no way you're going to get back in this game.
And that one's good. Irving's got 8 here in the quarter.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
And one thing about Irving's ball handling, he does a great job of protecting the ball. A very low rate of turnovers for a player as aggressive as he is on the bounce.
Now Gasol following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. But they get it back. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Bulls have been all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And, you know, a lot of times, guys, in some of their performances last year, their free throw numbers helped them win games.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. James checked in for Smith. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for Shumpert. And Mo Williams subbed in for Irving. Here is Rose after the made shot from Mo Williams. Gasol kicks to Rose. Rose double teamed. Here's McDermott. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. And that's 13 points for Doug McDermott.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Can't get it to go. Good D by LeBron.
3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second.
And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's on Jimmy Butler.
Well, LeBron James long considered the greatest player in the league. He's got some competition now, though. Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis, Steph Curry, James Harden, all playing well last year. But for my money, there's no better player in the league than King James.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Kirk Heinrich, he's checked in for Butler. And Brooks subbed in for Derrick Rose. For Chicago, they have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. Well, Clark, you look at LeBron's career averages right now, around 27, 7 and 7. Hard to argue at this time he's not the best player in the league.
Well, you know, he might not always win the MVP award, Kevin, but that doesn't really matter. I think he's the most feared player in the league, and he proved he can carry a team in last season's NBA Finals. Clearly one of the all-time greats.
Heinrich outside. Takes a 3. The shot will not go. The Cavaliers trail by 20. Williams attacking. Now. Williams has got 4 very well, 54% from the floor in the second quarter. And Thompson sends it back. And they're on the break. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Gibson's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Heinrich from outside. But they'll get another chance. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. Out to the right wing. Here's Dellavedova. He has 5. Thompson outside.
Oh! Nasty.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rack.
Check out the fellas. Check out his teammates over on the bench. So they are going crazy.
And there's McDermott. That's good on the assist by Brooks. Brooks. Has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Williams attacking. And the shot is good. Williams has got 7 points.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
2-1.
Back to LeBron. He feeds it to Williams. And that one's good. Williams has got 8 points in the quarter.
Well, they're not shooting as many from outside here in the second quarter.
Yeah, they were shooting well early on. I like their spacing. I think they should get back to that.
Gasol. Gibson dishes to Gasol. And off the front iron, and in it goes. 10 points for him.
And without looking. Looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Yeah, I love the energy they're playing with. I say it this way. Good teams, championship teams, play against the game as much as they play against the opponent. Nice uptick here in their second chance points in this quarter.
Now here's McDermott following the missed shot by... Timofey Mozgov.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
Count the bucket.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches. He used to say, that ain't gonna get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
The Cavaliers trail by 20. Dellavedova, the pass to Williams. Here's Mozgov. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
He's been getting more and more physical as this game has gone along.
And it's starting to pay dividends. They've gotten a lot of trips to the line because of it in this second.
Some changes for Chicago. Portis, he's checked in for Gasol. Mirotic comes in for Taj Gibson. And Tony Snell subbed in for Doug McDermott. From deep, Brooks. Mozgov grabs the board. Mozgov's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
And LeBron throws it down hard. The rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
That's straight up Showtime stuff right there, baby. Major highlight reel material.
Brooks from outside. No good on that last second attempt there. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Bulls lead by 16. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Hey, Kevin, with Derrick Rose. Derrick, how does it feel to get back out there on the basketball floor here for the new season ahead?
It feels good, man, especially playing with my teammates. We have new teammates. We're just trying to come out here and just play hard and compete.
Great to have you back, Derrick. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you for the great interview, Doris. We'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Thanks for joining us. A pumped up home crowd is our backdrop for this halftime analysis. An outstanding first quarter for Derrick Rose. He had 27 points, 10 assists, and 1 steal. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
Well, the best part of their performance has been their offensive rebounding. So often it's overlooked, but you get 2 quality shots because of your effort. That is a difference in the game. I love the way they're battling and getting all those putbacks. They keep that up, game over.
Shaq, how do you think Cleveland played?
Barbecue chicken. They were completely overmatched in the low post. I couldn't believe the amount of points they allowed in the paint. Wow, I thought I was out there scoring, playing basketball. They got to switch things up, get some different matchup because they are getting eaten alive. barbecue chicken.
And that'll wrap up our halftime show. The third quarter set to go moments from now. We will be right back here.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if they're... There's a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
What a game for Rose. He's got 27 points and the assist numbers tremendous.
His court vision is on par with anybody. I mean, he could not pass the ball any better than he is right now.
They've got Portis. Mirotic is out there with Tony Snell. Then there's Heinrich, and it's Brooks in at the one spot. And that's the group for Fred Hoiberg as we begin the second half.
And one problem with the Cavs last season was they put immediate pressure on themselves. A part of that was the trade for Kevin Love.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. As you said, the Cavs put a lot of pressure on themselves because of the trade. You could see it affect the way they came out of the gate, Clark.
And you know, it was just night and day, Kevin, when the Cavs began to relax and click. I mean, a total transformation and turnaround. They would go 19-20 in the first 39 games, and then 34-9 over the rest of the season once those guys gelled and got locked in.
Here is Rose, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Gasol, wide open, he fires. No good with the triple.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
And he gets it to go.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
Here's Mozgov.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out? Almost like the 1-2 punch.
Their second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
That'll go on McDermott. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second personal foul.
Here is Love. Outside Irving. Down low, James. And he dunks it down.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand. Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Love kicks to Mozgov, and out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
The Bulls leading by 11. And here's Rose. He's got 27. Inside. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no lying in those totals.
Now, here is Irving. 24 points for him. And yes, sir, that one drops.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. Block shots, a stat that sometimes doesn't tell the whole story. Big-time shot blockers aren't always elite defenders. And then the opposite is true. Their block shot totals don't quite capture that great impact they really have defensively.
You know, and Akeem the Dream, certainly one of the greatest all-around players to have ever played the game. An endless array of offensive moves down low, no doubt. And defensively, his numbers speak for themselves. I mean, almost 4,000 career blocks, 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards, just a legendary low-post defender.
The Bulls leading by 11. Here's Gasol. It's stolen by Iman Shumpert. He kicks it to James. And he drops in the layup off the glass. LeBron's got 22 points.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
And here's Rose outside. And again, Chicago. No good. Shumpert up top, defended by Butler. Shumpert dishes to Irving. Back to Shumpert. Shot clock at 6. From 20 feet out. And misses it off the right side of the rim. It's incredible to think that Pau Gasol last year set a career high in points in a game for as long Clark as he's played. He had that 46-point game in January.
Yeah, that's 46 points for Pau to go with 18 rebounds. I mean,
right.
You rarely see a player of his age putting up a career high like that.
Butler at the elbow. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. And now it's 27 points for Butler. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Bulls.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, but they've been offensive defensively tonight because they've really forced the issue on D and come up with quite a few steals and deflections.
Now here's Rose following the miss by Kevin Love. And it's Butler missing.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
And he gets it to go. And that's 10 points for Iman Shumpert.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what?
Look at
that. Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they are not backing off at all, are they?
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. And so here's Cleveland. The Bulls getting the bucket. And good on the basket. Book it. LeBron's got 6 here in this quarter.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Here's the teardrop. Rose, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Irving kicks to James. Soft touch off the glass. LeBron's got 20. Points.
And that keeps him perfect from the field.